I don't know what episode this is. We have not got the count, but we here.
One of
It's
them.
the Thursday. You know what I'm saying? My bad for yesterday. I had something to do. Let me make sure. Are we streaming though? Are we streaming? We streaming? We streaming? I don't see it. Do y'all see it?
I ain't getting no notification yet. I just got
Oh
no
yeah, there it
notification.
is. There it is.
Uh,
All right, hold up. Figuring conspiracy shit. Let us know if we sound good. Let us know if we look good. Real quick, the plug. Boom, get the book. Still on sale.
Do that.
Amazon. I'm gonna do this every time, so just get used to it. We got King Arthur in
Yeah,
the
but
building. What's going on?
yeah, you know what time it is, man. Unified Thriver. You didn't know. Lifestyle's come out. We're in a new dimension. It's getting creepy out there. Hero, what up, baby boy?
What's up? What up? I ain't doing shit, man. Same old shit. Y'all follow me at Heyru82, man.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok. I ain't got no other social media platforms. That's the only one I have. So please fuck with me out there. I got some truth for your ass. Come see me. But as
Do that.
always, we here in unison, and we gonna speak and tell y'all a few things that we feel y'all should know, as usual.
Yeah.
Nothing.
On my mama.
Let's
Word,
get
there
it.
it is. So what's the topic? We got a video. I could play it. They'll be able to hear it. Y'all won't be able to hear it. But if y'all watch it on your phones, we'll be able to. Y'all be able to hear what we're
Yeah,
talking about.
but give some background noise. Give some background. What we doing? What we talking
My neighbor got some background noise playing his music loud as a bitch.
about?
So I didn't see the clip. So what's this? You talking about the Gates Foundation, GMO seeds? They got a vault. What's going on here? Look this up.
We basically we at a point where a lot of the food and fruits that we're eating have no seeds, and it's a wonder to our mind to why the seeds are no longer there. Are you playing the
Mm.
video on clock?
Mm-mm.
Nah, that was me. That was me.
Oh, yeah. We trying to figure out what happened to the seeds and why they're no longer in our fruits. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say vegetables, but there's no seeds to look for when it comes to vegetables. But as far as the fruits, there's no seeds in them. That's in every supermarket. Who
Mm-hmm.
took the seeds? Why did they take the seeds? What was the reason for the hijacking of the seeds that produce other seeds that
Mm-hmm.
would keep our train of food going for ourselves, as far as growing any kind of fruits or whatever the case may be at home, or even
Mm.
buying fruits and vegetables from the grocery store, being able to get a seed from it and growing something off of it at home. You're not even able to do that. So why did they hijack the
Mm-hmm.
seeds? What is the big conspiracy? I don't even call it conspiracy no more. What is the truth behind the seeds? Because something has to be going on at this point in time. What are y'all doing with them? Why are you hiding them? Who has them? Because we need them.
So first of all, how did they do it? So like, okay, if they're growing it somewhere, and then they're
Like
giving us seedless versions. So they're hoarding the control, right? So they're the only ones that can make them, so to speak. Like, so how are they manufacturing these fruits and vegetables without the seeds, and how are they growing them? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are they? How are they getting their
So I
supply?
think I think it's cross pollinating, right? Or gene splicing or whatever they call it, right? So basically they'll take a seed from a male and a female. I ain't a scientist, you know what I'm talking about, but they'll somehow cross pollinate that whole for it'll be fertile, right? So it won't produce no seed, right? So infertile. So I mean not fertile but infertile, right? So it won't have no seed. And so
And
you
that's what
gotta
they give
look it up
us.
though. Yeah, yeah, but I just like you said, who was the first nigga to say I'm gonna make a watermelon with no seeds in it? Like, what
yeah,
was the
see,
point of
fruit.
that?
To control
Yeah,
the food supply, or to put a monopoly on the watermelon. Like, okay, if y'all can't grow them, y'all got to get them through me. Type of
Well,
thing.
you still can get seed watermelon with seeds in them, right? But it's not as
yeah,
plentiful. It's not so back in the day, all every watermelon you've seen had a seed in it. Now 75% of the watermelons you see don't have seeds in them. And so I don't
well,
know.
Mm.
you
Say
gotta
what?
understand, the fruits have strands just like we do. They have like almost something like a nervous system. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? They growing this shit straight in the lab. You can't pull up on a farm and say, "Hey, what kind of watermelon you got out there?" "Oh, I got seedless watermelon." he's not gonna tell you that because he's gonna have real watermelon. You get what I'm saying? It's no different than finding that you can't find chickens or pigs or cows outside of a farm because that's a cultivated ass lifestyle that's being ran by a certain group of people. You get what I'm saying? That's in their engineering shit, gene splicing and mixing shit together to give to the people, which is probably causing all types of shit to our bodies. Because half of the shit is 10 times the size that it used to be 40 years ago.
Chickens are huge.
So with sugar, they pumping them shits full of sugar. That's basically what you're getting. And it's crazy because when you in the grocery store, you see the people picking their fruit, they run to the seedless shit like that's the best thing out there. Like I don't want nothing with seeds in it. That's how they say it. Remind me of me back in the day getting my weed, and I said I ain't want no seeds in my weed. But they like that with the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man. You can't even go nowhere where a store literally in the world right now that I believe in the United States where you can just buy every fruit in there has a seed.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen. You might get one or two items out of there that can produce another seed, and I don't even know how much producing it would do, even with the seeds that they give you, because the watermelon.
I'm gonna have to push back a little bit. I'm gonna push back a little bit.
Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
If you look at the watermelon now that has the seeds, it has rings. Have you been eating a watermelon lately?
Yeah.
Don't it have the circle rings in it?
I've always seen circle rings in the watermelon.
No, these circle rings are different because you almost can stick your spoon in it and pull the whole section out of the watermelon.
That's an overripe Jane. That's an overripe Jane. Nah, because when you get your price, I got a watermelon right. I just cut a watermelon. That's what I'm telling you.
A watermelon comes with sewer. That's all I eat, cuz. That's
got
not
GMO
food.
watermelon over there.
They have gotten to the seeded watermelon. I'm trying to tell you, even when you put it in the refrigerator and come back a few days later, that shit got a rubbery feel to it. It needs to see this the watermelon that has the black seeds in it, because that's all I get. You get, that's why I'm growing my own shit now, because they have gotten to those, because they know that guess what? The people want the seeded food, so in order for us to fuck with them even more, we have to get to that. Because everybody started talking about eating watermelon 2 years ago.
You said they produce a fake seeded fruit.
Yeah, they can. No bullshit. Just they do it. They can do it with oranges. That's why you can get an orange. You can get a bag of oranges, and probably 2 oranges or 3 oranges out of that whole group got a seed in it, and it'll have 1 fucking seed. But the orange this goddamn big.
I gotta push back again.
We about to take this show on the road and go to the fucking store, buy some
real
fruit.
quick. You guys look, you got some pushback, but show me an orange from 1960 to 2025, and tell me how big it has gotten.
And I remember oranges used to have mad seeds. Watermelons used to you couldn't take a bite without getting like 2 or 3 seeds in your mouth.
Yeah, look at the banana. Look at the banana. The banana don't even have the seeds in it no more. The banana started out this small with seeds. Now that motherfucker, look, a gorilla won't even eat the bananas we eat. They won't eat them because they know them shit's been genetically modified. It's nothing but sugar and starch. They still eating the little shits like this. Yeah. They sell them in the stores.
Tim said the price difference. Tim said the price difference is about $1 for his seeded cost. He said seeded costs a little more. I thought that was like organic. So I know they sell organic, right? And that's supposed to be healthy, no GMO, no chemicals, no pesticides.
Supposed to be a real thing.
Right. And if you notice, usually organic fruits do seem smaller, right? And they do look a little weird and they look different. But that's because they're supposed to be natural. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you can even trust that nowadays. Like they could slap a label on anything and tell you it's organic. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that's what it is.
And they doing it because they know people riding that organic wave. You know, everybody want organic. So you gotta understand when people starts to flow to a certain way, and they know that. I mean, we already know they control the food. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that ain't what they eating. Whatever it is that we want to put in the food, we'll just put it in organic shit and have them eating the organic. Because Bill Gates already told you he already found a way to put the shot inside of vegetables. I mean, you can look that shit up. He telling you that. Why you think he bought up all the farmland? That man owned the most farmland in the United States.
That's
Fuck,
crazy.
noodles. What you bad? What you need farmland for? Because you want to control the food too.
That's a hell of an
Genetically
investment.
modified shit. We did it with mosquitoes. I mean, that man, wait.
Crypto
Who you
Corner
say?
said, "Holla at Bill Gates," and we was about to talk about Bill Gates.
So
Yeah.
We got a clip. I should probably play it
Yeah,
right now.
now I get time to play. Yeah.
Let me play this clip. We got TikTok video up. We're gonna play this. Let me know. I mean, y'all probably gotta watch it on
we
your.
ain't better heard.
Yeah, y'all won't be able to hear
Yeah,
it.
play it.
Rest in peace, Skype.
Oh shit! Well, cuz you could have kept saying what you were saying. You ain't cutting across the
Yeah,
video.
my
Yeah.
son came here.
Go
My
ahead.
son came in and threw me off a bit. Now I'm talking about the oranges. We buy oranges by the I buy oranges by the drove, and we buy mandarins or little cuties, and we
Yeah,
get a lot of seeds. We seed it up. But I'm like you though. I be trying to find the fruit with season. Like when I can get a bag of my key limes. I get key limes with the seeds, right? I get the lemon with the seeds. I get the motherfucking, I get cantaloupe. I get strawberry, blueberry, stuff that blackberries, shit with seeds in it, right? So I ain't really rocking with the non-seed. Like I don't even. At one point, I tried a couple watermelons without a seed, and I was like, it ain't hit right.
Mhm.
You know
it's
what I
too
mean? So
Do you
perfectly
do
shaped.
you go out of your way to buy seeded or like buy organic?
not organic necessarily. I told you we
Yeah,
started growing last year, but we definitely do be. I go up before
now
I go up away for see the watermelon. Like when I went to the store to get this watermelon, like they were pulling them in, like they were taking the seeded ones out. I was the seedless ones. I was like, no, I don't even want that. And then as I
Yeah.
walking out, they pulled in a whole batch of seeded drinks. So I put my bags down and got me a seeded drink. So yeah, I go away to get them.
Yo, hey, Crypto Corner said, Bill Gates oranges turn people gay. You don't buy those, do you? Are you buying those, bro?
it's a
Hey,
possibility.
I don't. You
If
buying?
you
Hey,
pump it
what are
full
the
of
Gates
estrogen, you
oranges,
can.
bro?
If you
Yeah,
pump
what's
it
the
full of
gate
female hormones, you can. And you
That's
feeding them to
crazy.
men, of course. They did it with the frogs. It's not nothing hard to do. But my thing is, when you get the seeded fruit now, just like you said, the cantaloupe, cuz when you cut it, don't you look how perfectly everything is aligned in it? It's like somebody placed that shit in there. It don't. To me, that shit just look weird as fuck. I mean, literally, when you cut it open, a straight cantaloupe, you cut that shit open, or a honeydew, or whatever the case may be, even with the watermelon now, everything is perfectly set in there. And then
Nigga,
I
show
go
your
back and
eyeball.
right?
You
I
are
go back
so.
and look at the shit. Cause I go back and look at the pictures from goddamn 30, 40 years ago,
Hold
and
on,
it don't
hold on.
look like
Because of
that shit
you
just look like
are hold
somebody
on,
engineered that shit. You get what I'm
hold
I'm gonna
on.
saying?
try to look this shit up.
You are perfectly designed and engineered. You are a perfect machine. You know what I'm talking about? And the person or the thing that made you also made the cantaloupe to put the seeds in it to when it fall, it'll grow more at the feet of the true, at the vine. You know what I'm talking about? So what I'm saying is, I think I got to play the other side of the field because who the fuck? If I'm gonna genetically modify something, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put all of them in a line. I'm gonna put one big ass seed or something. Over a strawberry, well, I'm gonna make a strawberry with no seeds on it. So some of that shit, right? I just think the guy just be doing what he's supposed to do. That shit just
But why
your ears, nigga, is perfectly Fibonacci. Them shit's probably Fibonacci.
But why you can't take none of the seeds that you get from the fruit from the store and regrow them and make
That's
a
what
big
you can't. That means you can't. I've done it. You know what I'm saying?
Where you get your
And
stuff
made a
from?
It's
What,
the
made it to
store.
the point you don't have
what,
to
what?
go to the store no more and buy your fruit and vegetables no more.
That's so now that conversation is more on you cultivating your fruits and vegetables, right? But the conversation should be right. It's a patent on them seeds that's on the store. That's the conversation. The seeds that's in the store are patent, and so you're not allowed to regrow them. And if you do and get caught, they can come and confiscate
Right.
your
Because
crop,
they have a
i.e.,
genetic marker or something. They can
right,
tell. They can
i.e.,
check it.
I eat Monsanto's. That's why they were selling them seeds to the
Monsanto,
people
yeah.
in Mexico.
That's
And then the people in Mexico was like, man, why the fuck my grass ain't growing no more? Nigga, I plant your seeds 1 year and they ain't got no land no more. And they was like, yeah, if you want to plant some more shit, you got to buy our seeds now because your seeds, our old seeds destroyed the ground, so these new seeds going to fix it. And keep repeating the cycle. So, I don't know. I done grew some shit from the store. Mint, seeds, cucumber, what else? Strawberry.
Maybe
You know
y'all
what I'm talking
shop
about?
at
Like,
different places. Where
you
you
probably
shop at?
produce.
I done put
Did
a
you put
date tree started. What's up?
how much fruit did you produce? The reason why I'm saying this is,
The cucumber did well.
now hold on,
Cucumber
because
crush.
I got a garden outside
Bell
now.
peppers,
I've been growing both seeds from the
jalapeno
store
peppers.
versus to seeds that I've ordered, like heirloom seeds. I
Right.
see what's dying in my garden and what's growing in my garden. Them seeds from the grocery store is not growing. They get up, they'll produce a little bit, but to give me the harvest that them seeds that heirloom give me is not doing it.
Well, I'm
It's a
sure. I'm
whole
pretty sure that it may be different, and they may be different. But I'm saying
That's
like,
why they have the numbers on them. That's why the fruit has the numbers on them. The four, starting with the fours, the fives, the six, because that tells you the GMO levels
hey,
that's
I'm
inside of the fruit.
I'm gonna
I
hit
heard
you
the
with a no.
nines are organic.
That's grocery store shit. It's categorizing the fucking apples.
No, no,
It's
no, no, no.
categorizing bananas. I
No,
know
No,
the
you
the
no.
know
nine the
the
nine
nine
hundreds the
the
nines are
nine mean
organic.
It
but
tells
it's
you what the
categorized for
food
the
is.
store. It's
No.
categorizing it for the store for the register.
Oh,
So when they're
good.
breaking
Listen,
this shit up,
it tell,
I
hold on.
know because 4011s are bananas.
That's
I'm
every
telling you,
store
40,
though.
45.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Not
that's
40.
categorized.
You said, what's it? You listen. The
4011 is bananas. The 4045 is
anything
the
that
cherry.
starts
I'm
with
trying to
four
tell you.
is GMO.
Why he
Cause
know? You know he
anything
buys
No,
this.
that
that's
starts,
all the. Listen, when you go, all the fruit are starting with the fours.
No, no,
Everything in
there
the
are
store.
there are nine fruits, but the nine
But listen,
thousands
the
are supposed to be
nine,
organic.
and they're
it's,
five numbers.
listen,
Yeah,
if it starts with a four, it's a GMO.
Yes,
it's a regular produced. It ain't organic. It's not organic. I'm not saying it's GMO. It's not organic.
which is a GMO.
Four.
Which is GMO.
Fours is
Not
the
necessarily.
worst
Not
to eat.
necessarily.
Fours is the worst to eat because that shit is straight GMO.
It,
This some shit I've studied.
it
I've
is.
looked into.
Uh,
Anything that's a four is a
right.
GMO or
That's
vegetable.
probably the Bill Gates oranges, bro. Bill Gates
I'm dead
Right.
bananas.
fucking serious, man. I remember when you did them shits didn't even have numbers on them. Now they started. That's how they're able to
But that's
mark them
but
to be
but
able to
what
sell
I'm
to
saying
the
is
people.
I ain't never seen a time where it ain't been marked.
But go on Wegmans and tell me if you find some fruit on vegetables with fours on.
Ooh, we can try that. Yeah,
Do
Tim
Wegman
said it
only
too. Tim
sell?
said nine. Tim knows. Tim said nine is organic. Yeah, nine is
But
organic.
that's just
Crypto said GMO starts with four. It's just
I
common
told
knowledge. This seems to be common knowledge.
but it's still just store categorizing or whatever. I'll be the black sheep this
No,
time.
it is a category. It's UPC code to purchase it, but the numbers do mean something. And from my
Yeah,
understanding,
these apples. These
fours
apples.
are bad.
These
Nines
are
are supposed
great.
to be organic, and there are probably other
It's
meanings
not
for.
I don't know, but I don't know if you call it good or bad because everybody eats fruit that ain't organic, and you don't even know the organic goes organic. You know what I'm talking about? So
You can look at it. Could be
it
labeled
depends on
still.
what game.
Yeah, it'll be
It
labeled.
depends on what game. It can be labeled. You ain't in the
But it
farm.
still has seeds though.
Diddy thought he was getting Deleon Agave and he was getting some trash. So and he's
Yeah.
billionaire.
You hear what I said, cuz? But what I'm saying is fours still have fruits that's marked with fours still have seeds in them. So that's what I was saying as far as them genetically modifying seeded fruit, they're able to do it. You best believe they are. I mean, it's come on, man. They trying to genetically modify us. Shit. What do you know? I don't trust nothing that's inside of that grocery store. Cause goddamn, exactly. We don't want to get the people on our ass talking about some old crazy shit.
I'm going to get some expertise advice. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm going to go get some information right quick.
Yeah, go to Google.
Play the video, Frank. I'm going to get some information. Yeah, I'm going to get some information.
I'll play the video. And this is like a 2-minute video.
You can put the whole day though.
Yeah, just let me know if y'all hear it out there in Twitter. I mean,
And before you start, I'm gonna read a couple of the comments. The devil made Trump orange. That's crazy. Nine is organic. I think GMO started before. I've seen it before. Buy Island, Bill Freight Farms, hydroponics all year round. That's my goal. They clone Tyrone. Yeah, they did. Turn it into ludicrous.
All right, let's play this video. Hold
question was about
All right.
Do you know why then Rockefeller, the Ford Foundation, and Linda and Bill Gates
I'm with it though. I'm with
Foundation, I don't
it.
know,
Give me some solar
are,
panels. Give me some motherfucking hydro.
Hey, hold on. I'm playing the video.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, I'll let you know this.
do you know why then Rockefeller, the Ford Foundation, and Linda and Bill Gates Foundation are paying for the Stalwart Vault in Norway to keep all the seeds that are not GMO? What is your stake on it?
the question was about why the Gates Foundation and the Rockefeller Foundation, Syngenta, which is one of the largest GMO corporations, a British Swiss company, why they financed the creation of a nuclear-proof seed vault to store all the seed varieties of the entire planet up near the Arctic Circle, inaccessible by Greenpeace boats or almost anything. What's going on with that? What interest do they have? Well, the BBC, when they did a story on it years ago, called it the Doomsday Seed Vault. I don't know. I can't answer that, but it sure is a scary thing to me. Are they planning to do something to the seed varieties of the entire planet and then be the ones who control what comes out and in what form it's genetically manipulated or not? I don't know, but it certainly is a very scary thing. One of the first things to happen when the U.S. bombed Saddam Hussein's Iraq back to the Stone Age in 2003, Iraq is the cradle of civilized agriculture, the Tigris-Euphrates Valley, Mesopotamia. And there was a seed bank of wheat varieties in a place in Iraq called Abu Ghraib. We've heard about it all through the prison. Well, during the course of the U.S. bombing of Iraq, that seed bank in Abu Ghraib disappeared. Nobody could say where it went. The farmers had to depend on the USAID to get seed.
Is there
Not USAID. So no, that was interesting. I didn't know that. So, devil's advocate.
Yeah, run it down.
Yeah, devil's advocate. I don't.
why then
initially-
Rockefeller, the Ford Foundation,
And at first glance, I don't see a problem with collecting all the seeds and locking them down somewhere, because if nuclear power or nuclear war or whatever, doomsday, whatever, end of the world, I get that. I get that there's a need to preserve our food supply, but then when you look at who's doing it, and then the potential abuse, that's where the issue is. But we do that when we get rations, like. I have buckets of ration food that's good for 25 years.
Right.
That's no different. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but they're doing it for the world.
That's not a bad thing. The power control. If you're not doing it, and nigga, I'm doing it, and you need some fucking food now. Hello, it's not my fault. Hey Frank, even though I'd probably caused the world disaster.
Right. You can see the conflict of interest real easily. But I think every country should probably have a fucking seed food vault like that. It's no different than rationing, having a pantry full of rations, in case you
community shit.
Yeah.
Because if shit hit the fan, your immediate community is going to be the most dangerous place if y'all ain't unified. If y'all ain't got collective. No? Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Because now listen to this. If you in a cul-de-sac of 6 houses, that's the tightest shit ever. Because the nigga around the corner can't come in this circle. Right? Now that your whole community built like that, the niggas on the other side can't come. If you don't like your neighbor, it's trouble. It's trouble.
Unfortunately.
You know what I mean?
I look at it like this. They don't feed the homeless, man. You think these people, if they control all the food, man, that shit is not going down like that, man.
True.
You got to understand, who controls your food controls you completely. Because nigga, if you don't, if you see how that work, if they have it, is in their control. Y'all got all the seeds. Y'all got in the vault. We already know who would cause some type of event to the point where we're coming at y'all asking y'all for this shit because we no longer can get it, which is something that y'all will want. So y'all locking that shit up in the vault only makes me figure like y'all planning to do something. Y'all ain't worrying about no other country throwing no shit this way. Come on, man. We see what's
I'm on the other side though. If you got something valuable in the crib, what you gonna
but you
do?
got to be. But understand who we dealing with though, cuz.
No,
We
but
dealing with a people
I'm just talking about you though. I'm talking about you. If you
Huh?
got some valuable shit, and you just
Uh-huh.
holding on to shit just in case shit go down, where you gonna put it at? Somewhere safe. You know what I'm talking about? And it ain't just cause I'm gonna go shoot a nigga up around the corner. I just want to protect myself. And so that could be, you got to give them some kind of, even if they is setting the house on fire.
So when the
Right,
shit
but you
come
still-
back up, so when
What
everything
I'm-
pop back, you think they're gonna ration you off some food for you to be able to feed
No,
you and
what
your
I'm saying is, I'm saying do the same for yourself, right? So Frank got his shit like that. I got my shit like that. You guys, so go get some shit, cause now, you know, even the conversation on the brain, right? We all got access to resources to get some motherfucking seeds to put them up, and seeds last fucking forever. You know what I'm talking about? We all niggas on the internet pickling shit. They got jars of fucking spaghetti on the poop, bitch, for 8 years. You know what I mean? And I don't know for what, but just in case. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know. What the chat saying?
but it's different with them though, cuz they listen, understand what they did. They took all the seeds and started giving us fake fruits. See, that it's not like y'all got the seeds and y'all making the real shit. Y'all took them only to give us fake shit, so we would never get those seeds. They took them for a reason. So to say that y'all saving it for a catastrophic event are lies, because you're feeding us fake shit. Your plan is never, huh?
I'm agreeing, but I'm also saying,
I'm just saying their plan is here. The plan is not to feed us what they have.
Maybe it's just to hoard it for themselves.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
The plan
is yourself.
The plan is I ain't eating off them anyway. Yeah, right? I don't want to rely on them anyway, because clearly they on some fuck shit. They gave them people syphilis in a blanket. The niggas was listen to that. The niggas was cold. They gave them syphilis.
What did they do? What did they do to people Katrina? Look what happened with Katrina. Look at all these natural disasters that happen around the world and the little bit of help that they give for that, bro.
$700 to Hawaii.
These people are exactly, man. These people are
they all cool. You think they are?
I want to know where the vault at, because y'all need this.
He said it was in the Arctic. He said it was on the Arctic Circle or something, away from hard to get to. Imagine something go down for real. Like, how you gonna get up there? You freaking gotta go to Mount Everest.
What did the chat talking about, Frank?
Crypto said that Stalin starved millions, I guess, by hoarding seeds or hoarding food. And he said, move away from people. Crypto said, move away from people. Neighbors will be hunting neighbors. Like, if shit goes down. Yeah.
Chaos.
I
mean,
it's almost like, okay, group up and click up. You'll probably be stronger than every household for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. Trust is a hard thing to do in that situation, because somebody can turn on you quick. You know, you turn your back on them.
When they hungry. When they hungry, what you think will happen?
And then you got food.
And they know you got 3 buckets of 25.
You got a whole loaf of bread, and you only gave him 2 slices. He's like, man, got a whole loaf of bread.
This ain't together.
Oh, man. That's it. You see what people do for toilet paper, man. Stop it. Don't forget that, y'all.
You can't even eat toilet paper.
Shit, they were fighting over shit paper. Come on.
What you gonna What you can do with that? But wipe your ass. You can't even eat that.
You can't even eat that shit. Imagine what the food would do. It'll be hurtful for the people though. And
cannibals.
I don't understand why they just want to lock some shit away and hold it. Man, you did that with the gold, and we never seen no more of the gold. We know what y'all do when y'all put shit in vaults. We never see it again. You know, I can understand if they locked it in there and they was giving it to us, or make it, or whatever the case may be. I look at who has taken over all the farmland. Bill Gates.
China has some too.
Yeah, but Bill Gates got the most in the United States. I look at who chemically dropping shit or doing whatever they can to do have our breathing fucked up on a daily basis, as they do so often. I look at what they're doing to the foods as far as the chemicals. Man, these people, you see what they're doing. They chemically putting us in a coma through the foods and the shit that they're feeding us because it has no nutrients in it because they don't put it all in a fucking vault. He ain't helping us.
Mm.
That's not helping. That's not making
But again,
making
so,
humanity thrive.
But we can't. We can't expect the people to what they. We can't expect that group or that system or that ideology to save you or to help you or to come to your aid, right? You may get a catch a lucky break, and you might catch a helicopter coming over. You know what I mean? Or like I don't know. That's unify and thrive. Take personal responsibility, like because. Somebody said buy Bitcoin. Yeah, that's one thing. But shit, nigga, if the electricity that MSMP,
you can't eat Bitcoin.
Can't do shit with Bitcoin.
You can't buy no food with Bitcoin. Stop playing. Y'all keep hollering about this Bitcoin shit.
Bitcoin is good as long as there's an internet and electricity.
As long as there's electricity, yeah.
If there's if it's an EMP and no computers and no
all you got is straight solar power, like.
And don't forget, if the grid goes down, there goes crypto. But understand the thing about crypto, I want to tell people, they gave people this Bitcoin cryptocurrency shit only to persuade people to come up with a better way for the currency to flow. Y'all think it was just out of coincidence one motherfucker came up with this shit? Stop it.
No,
stop it.
I think CIA helped with that.
Come on, they all involved. This is how it's going because the push is to one currency. So when they do flip the switch and they turn that bitch back on, you will have their coin or their currency because the world has already been pushed to that situation. And you will lose what you have and what you thought you had being a crypto billionaire, whatever case you want to be. But like I told you, you cannot buy food with cryptocurrency. That shit is worthless to me. I can't go to the store and buy a fucking apple with that shit. What the fuck is it good for me? I don't like this material shit of the world no more. It doesn't incite me. I can't put it in my body to give me goddamn nutritious. Fuck all that shit. Crypto. We got
comments. We got
crypto.
Wells is a huge Bitcoin head. He said okay.
Yeah.
But he said you don't need electricity to trade XRP. I didn't know that. I'm not sure how that would work. Maybe, I could talk about you. Talk to you. About
hold on. Before you move on, Frank. What's the point? Who's gonna be caring about the XRP when I need a fucking bottle of water? I need an apple. I need an orange. I need some bread. I need a cow.
In his defense, if it's a method of exchange and it's being accepted, you would want to be the one with it.
But let's talk bartering. Hold on. Let's talk bartering for a second. Let's talk. The nigga got a cow hanging up, ready to be sold. He needs some fucking corn. Do you have corn?
You can't give him
corn. Do you have corn? You don't have corn. You have electronic corn.
But you gotta understand, it all depends on if it's agreed currency. If everybody's taking it, then it's valuable. If it's not agreed, then you're right.
Who is everybody? Because they shut it down.
I need a tree. I need somebody to shop some shit. I need somebody to build some shit. Can you do that? No.
What I'm saying is, you're right. You're talking about bartering, but if there's an agreed upon currency, and it's like right now, it's understood we all accept dollars. Like you would take dollars, I would take dollars, Hero would take dollars, because it's all agreed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like even in doomsday scenario, if for whatever reason XRP is the dollar, right, and we all agree that XRP is valuable, we'll still trade for that. But if there's no dollars and no currency, no crypto, then that's when that bartering shit will come in, and it's like I don't care about your paper money or whatever, you know. That,
we got more comments.
Who is we though? When you say we, that shit will have to be a big ass.
Huh?
Oh no, shut up.
Because a lot of people don't know nothing about it. So you got to understand what more people don't know about it than know about it. So it wouldn't withstand, because that's a system that wouldn't last. And then you got to think about when you like you said, who who started it, because the people that shut it down, I'm quite sure, or who invested in it, going to try to pull out whatever they had in it anyway, because they gonna know about the shit about to hit the fan. That's the thing about it.
That's what happens with this war
Yeah,
stuff. Like when the war hit, people were selling crypto, but they were selling it for dollars. Like, yeah, it is something to hold store value, but a lot of people they'll panic sell and loot for the dollar. You know what I'm saying? So the dollar's still more valuable to most people at this point. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
So
saying?
when that shit can be bought, when you can use it to buy food, then you talk to me about that crypto shit. I'm dead serious. When I can go and buy some apples and oranges and watermelon and cucumbers with the shit, that's
Hey,
all
man.
I worry about. I don't worry about no
Hey,
cars. I ain't worry about
hey,
no
Frank.
Yep.
Frank,
whatever the
cut
case.
him off. Look, he going.
Now Wells is in there. He's dropping. Let me see. We read Wells.
No, Frank, I'm
What
gonna
you
let you.
talking
I'm gonna let you finish. Start back with Empress and Tim at the top. But people who thought internet was fake, they were stupid. So my bad.
Oh no, you straight. Empress 916. What up? Says she just joined. If you want to start growing food, get heirloom seeds.
about? What I say?
Those
Yeah.
seeds are the gift that keeps on giving. I don't know nothing about heirloom. We can
Yeah,
talk about
that's
it.
what I say, Carl.
She said,
Heirloom.
Yeah.
oh, heirloom. She's saying the other seeds are GMO, so they'll either be seedless or the seeds from the crops won't germinate. Okay.
Thank you.
And then
There are a lot
Wells,
of-
what up, Crypto Corner Wells? Bitcoin could be
He's going heavy.
the Trojan horse, but central bank digital currency will be what non corners
Corners.
will be
Coiners.
trapped in. Coiners will be trapped in. He said there's always going to be currency. Within the next 5 years, Bitcoin will be the standard of value for all money internationally. I don't know about that one. I thought it was going to be XRP, but I don't know. If you don't have a
Yeah, they
trade
gonna
or
be
service, you will need a currency. True. That's basically what I was saying. He said he just accepted his first medical transport transaction in Bitcoin last week. That's super dope.
Nice.
No, that's super
Yeah,
dope.
congrats on that.
People thought the internet was fake. He said Bitcoin is 105K even in the face of World War III, and smart money and institutions aren't selling. Oh yeah, so regular people like regular Joe Schmoes are selling. They're probably buying. Smart money and institutions are buying when they sell like that. So
Well, and also the Wales' point that Bitcoin is through the roof and the market is up in the face of war. Because niggas been seeing this shit about 8 times and is realizing that, hey, it's going to go down for a little bit. But
it always comes up.
It's gonna stay up. So now when they see it again, it's like, oh, I'm just going. And it ain't blinking. It ain't even back at it. We had more beef at Trump playing with the economic system with the terrorists over, millions of people dying.
Yeah.
Feel me? So
I mean, shit it's a good system. Just understand who controls it and how the flow and things is going. See, people jump on shit but never look behind the scene and see where it came from and who started it, how it got started, and why it's here all of a sudden. Just understand you can't just be any Joe Blow and start a currency. Just understand it. So just keep that in mind. That just don't happen. I mean, you got the whole world using it. Come on, man. It's a lot behind it. Like I said, it's a good little thing, but like I said, long as everybody all in, you good. But once everybody pull out, what happens?
So it's more like,
that's the only thing about it.
and so it's kind of like that influencer shit. Like once a nigga get a following and get everybody to adopt a system, right, to buy into it. Once that community is up and economically and thriving on itself, that's one thing. But like you said, once the leader gets loopholed out or get found out or something, the money leave out, the whole shit can collapse. So that's
Crypto's still young. Yeah. I mean,
it's like a pyramid scheme.
No, it is. But to Wells' defense, I feel like the dollar and fiat and SWIFT and this old archaic system that we've had for 100 some years, I think it is on its way out the door, and crypto will replace it. So at some point, even though a lot of people don't know about it now and don't have any, don't know the first thing about it, when they flip the switch and everyone's forced onto it, you're gonna have to learn really quick. You know what I'm saying? And then the people who in it, who got some now, they are going to be the next billionaires, 1%, whatever the case. But you got to have some now before they flip the switch. When they flip the switch, everyone who doesn't know shit about it, who's not in on it, you just gonna have to get it the old regular way by working, business, whatever. You're just gonna have to get it like a regular 99% way.
And hold on, right? And how much harder is it gonna be for a nigga to get something to no, hold wait, I mean to use his own physical labor to produce something when AI and bots gonna be taking over every goddamn thing. Niggas can't even go shoot trash outside. Niggas can't even plant food. Niggas can't farm. Niggas can't slaughter. Niggas can't butcher. Niggas can't tailor. Niggas can't clean. Niggas can't teach. Niggas can't build. Niggas can't swim. Niggas can't take pictures. Niggas can't code. Niggas can't write.
Can't do cursive. Can't read cursive.
That shit over with, man.
So you talking about going outside and making a living and making an earning? How? Now how?
Hey,
How now?
You would be trading on that.
Start a
You would be trading
podcast.
stocks on AI robot. Come on, man.
I trade stocks now. So what's up? I'm up.
You say the robot doing all the bidding on stock exchange.
I can't be here neither. I can't be here neither.
He all over.
Well said. It will crash in 2026, and everyone will call it a scam. That's when you buy. So he's saying it's going to crash. So crypto, are you talking about Swift or fiat could crash next year? Or
All that
crypto?
shit
Well,
gonna
you see that? I need to see that. I don't see that coming.
You gotta understand it. I mean, shit, America's falling.
It's
I
on
mean,
the
it's being diminished. So, of course, the currency gonna fall before everything else fall. That's why the dollar look the way it is now. All that shit got to come down, man, and it has to be replaced with something else. They just ain't found nothing better to give us. So y'all got the digital currency called crypto right now because y'all being test run and conditioned for it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to be the main currency of the world. And anybody that believe that shit, they might want to go see that doctor that had that special coat on. Because that shit
Yo,
is not
I want to
happening.
see. We got to do a show with you and Wells. Going back and forth about
That
this.
shit ain't happening. I promise you that. That shit is not happening. You get what I'm saying?
There will be
Go on and get that out your mind. It sound good,
yeah.
but like I told you, these people don't give you nothing to benefit you. They give you shit to persuade your mind to see where it's going to go. And it's persuaded to the coin, to the Bitcoin. That's where they wanted it at. Come on, man. This is a currency. This ain't no somebody just made a new car. Nigga, this is some shit that's moving across the world.
Bitcoin does have mass marketing, and it is the first, and it does have the name. But from my understanding, XRP is actually supposed to be what they're saying Bitcoin is supposed to be.
Coin.
Right, but that's XRP is the one that's not pushed and not marketed, and
I'll say with it.
is the real solution. But the media is telling you hop on Bitcoin. So I don't know. I always felt weird about Bitcoin personally, to be honest. If I knew what I know now, would I have gotten some years ago? Of course,
Absolutely.
Of course. But I still feel like there's a darkness around Bitcoin, to be honest, and XRP. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know shit.
What would your life be like if you just had 3 Bitcoin, 75 cents?
I would not. They probably would be sold, and I just have the cash.
A long time ago, right? Yeah.
No. A long time. I would have got like 10,000 Bitcoin.
No. I'm just saying. Just imagine if you just so happened to buy 3 Bitcoin back then when it was $1, and now you're sitting at $320,000.
Buying into a currency that ain't backed by shit. Come on.
Same as the fiat.
Fiat's
not backed.
You talking that shit, but a nigga sell a coin and a half. I got $180,000 Killhawk cash, nigga.
Oh yeah, well, there is darkness around dollars. That's true.
It ain't like you pulling the money off of it.
You can sell the shit, get your cut, pay your taxes. Yeah.
Bro, if you have 1 Bitcoin right now, you sell it to Coinbase for $100,000, and they will put $100,000 in your bank account.
Yeah. Uncle Sam will say next year.
But the thing about it is, how often is that happening for people though?
This
if they got the
transactions
coins
every day. People are selling Bitcoin and buying Bitcoin. It's
right
like
now. No, right now. Right now.
Wells is on here. If Wells got a Bitcoin, he could sell a Bitcoin right now and have $100K in his account right now. If he has
either one of y'all.
Yeah, no.
But somebody has to be willing to pay that though, right?
The exchanges, Coinbase, Binance, Kraken. Those
are buy you $100,000 Bitcoin right now. If you had a whole coin for $110 and somebody whose money would buy, bro, that shit is sold.
Yeah,
So what's the likelihood of you getting a coin that's worth $100,000?
Easy. You got
that's the only
$100,000 to
one.
buy a Bitcoin. Yeah,
Huh?
like if you got $100,000 to get a Bitcoin, that's nothing. It's pretty easy.
No, I'm saying for you to, what is the likelihood of you selling a Bitcoin for $100,000 that you have, that somebody is willing to buy from you or either one of y'all for $100,000?
100%.
If I had, yeah.
I know. Listen. You keep saying if
Oh,
I had. No, I'm just saying. How long? How long have you been doing this shit?
Crypto, probably close to 7, 8 years now. 8, 9 years.
All right. And that 7, 8 years, have you had a coin that you could sell for $100,000?
Me personally, no, because I never hold that long. That's my problem.
Exactly. That's just like them trying to get every black man to go in to play football,
Look,
thinking
look,
they
look.
going in the NBA, nigga, and there's only 4 or 5 spots to fill.
But look,
That
look.
shit.
Wells said it will be in his bank account the next day. So
Yeah, you.
he's somebody what we're talking about.
yeah.
I don't know how many Bitcoins he got.
It's no different than saying social media influencers. Everybody up there thinking they can be a millionaire, but they only give you 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Now, how many is that compared to how many people use the app? Because they want you to keep ads and keep making content.
We talk about 9 people, 10 people, us 3 and 7 niggas, 8 niggas, 11 niggas watch.
And
One of them niggas got a Bitcoin.
And one out of that 9, the percentage is fucking minute, my nigga.
It's somebody we know.
They can do that.
Right, that's super close to 2, nigga. I know he know a nigga with a. I know he know a nigga with 2 Bitcoins. What are you talking about?
That ain't listen, cut 1%. Come on, man. That's too small. Okay, what I'm saying is.
No, wait a minute. No, what is too small? No, hold on. What is too small is the 500 NBA players out of the 18 million trying to get in. One nigga out of 11 got a bit. That's not a scam, dog.
It is a scam, cuz. What you mean? That's a scam, man.
That's 10%. I take 10% over 0.0001.
Come on, man. It's a scam. Like I said, now
that's 1%.
That's too small, man. So my thing is, hold. If I come in your community and I help 1% of your community, did I change your community?
Absolutely.
Or did you change a part? Or did you change a part of the community? Or did you change my community?
So let me talk to you. Let me tell you something. If I'm doing this show for a whole year, you come in for 7 days for 1% of that, and you teach them people something that they can take away and change and do something differently and better. Yes, you change that community as a whole on your 1%. 1% is a lot, nigga.
So when you get your check at the end of the week and they give you 1%, I want to see what you say to your boss about your earnings for the week with your 1%.
You're like bullshit.
1% is, listen, what I'm saying is 1% is not that ain't even a scale number for real. That shit holds no weight, no gravity.
I trade stocks. If I get 5 companies to do 1%, nigga, I make 5% a day. You're crazy. That's so you mean to day.
Look how many you said now. Now think about this.
No. Only one company got 1%.
So what you're telling me is the actual fact that I can become a millionaire from TikTok making videos, and that's something that can guaranteedly happen for a lot of people? Or do we know a few? Because we already know how this goes. Know a few that they say has the millions only to keep people doing something that they want you to keep doing. Far as making content, far as keep buying crypto.
So listen,
I know how that math.
I see what you're saying. He's talking about the math ain't mathing. And
no,
the winners are still a small number.
It ain't. It's not.
Only because the losers ain't playing the game. Like we said, if we would have bought Bitcoin when the nigga said it was $10, buy Bitcoin, and you did, you would be a winner. if a nigga who heard the same thing and did not do it would be a loser. And here we are 25 years later talking about, oh, this shit's a scam. And the nigga with the $300 million saying, no, it ain't. I spent $30. You could have done the same thing.
Cause that's the same thing as telling everybody they can be a rapper or be a movie star. These are
I'm a firm believer you can do different things.
In order to get there, though, you have to believe. Though.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're gonna give you people that say this is I did it this way. I got all this out of it. You can do this only to keep you invested in it. That's the only way it's gonna move. That's the only way they're gonna continue to make the billions and millions that they make.
I see what he's saying.
They got to keep
it's like a pyramid. He's talking about like the pyramid scheme part of it. Like there's always a few winners, and then you look at their success as the majority, but then everyone else putting into it, you're just making them rich.
It's no different than the lottery. It's no different than the lottery, cause we done had conversations about that lottery shit. We know it's a scheme. We know it's set up. So of course you're gonna have winners because if you don't have winners, who's gonna play it? So you got to say, this person won $30 million. You got to say that to keep people playing it. Because if nobody plays it, you do not make no money.
But I'd rather buy in or believe I can win than to do it and not believe I can win, or to do it with a gripe or attitude or without the mindset. But I don't know. We kind of talk about season. We into crypto now. This is crazy.
Yeah,
only because
the percentage. Because if it was 5 to 10, I could count away with their option like 50-50. That means a lot of people is putting money into the system is getting fucked. That's what I'm seeing. And I've heard the stories. I've seen people ready to kill, letting hope. People commit suicide behind this shit. That's serious. You can pull up the videos. Man, listen, people are really on behind this crypto shit because that they thought that they would be this amount of money and this, that, and the third, and they can put all their money in. And it's like this. In order for you to win, somebody had to lose.
I see what you're saying.
That's the game. That's every game.
It is gambling.
That's every game. But that's every game.
This is our current, but this is a currency that people talking about supposed to replace the world. Cause think about that. That's what's going on with that currency now. And people talking about this supposed to replace the world. How? And you see what's going on with it now. And this shit, and it's something new. People are that behind a currency because they getting fucked because somebody that just made
that statement was too hard for me. That you could niggas is killing over currency. They've always killed over currency, dog.
Still dying over slave master money, man.
They've always been killing for the dollar, my boy.
I'm just getting the harder back.
Well, think about this. Wells
at it in a different hindsight of how the system works, how the system keeps us participating. Remember, I told you, I always tell you about them words.
It's a game.
It will lead to our demise in a sense because our participation is pushed in the form of a narrative by somebody else. We didn't choose Bitcoin, cuz. You never choose. You didn't choose none of your actors, your stars. We didn't choose none of this stuff. All of this shit comes to us, given to us, for what reason? Never to benefit us.
But now that you're niggas, you in the game now. The lights are on. The clock is running.
I done jumped out, man.
You got a job and you're working for dollars. We in this matrix.
You got to play the game. Yeah. Yes. I'm
working for life.
The referee over there, he's working for life. That nigga. Hey, the referee over there, he ain't calling him. I still got to hoop. I got to win still. I still got to play. You still got to play the game. Like, and it ain't their fault. The game is the game. It's being played this way. If you end up playing the game without the rules and you lose, guess what? Fucking game. What Willy Wonka say? You lose.
We put more homeless people on the streets though. That really shows
there.
It shows you what humanity will really get to, especially if you see what's going on. I'm serious. Hey. I heard more people say they lost in crypto than I heard won all the time, man. I mean, it's crazy. So if the whole world is like that, and It's already like that now. And this currency haven't been around no more than 10 years. And then this is the full fledged of what we're going to be using. And I already see the atrocities and what people are going through with the currency we have now. And I'm seeing this new currency looking worse than what the currency we fucking with now.
But that ain't the game fault. That ain't the game fault.
That's capitalism.
I mean, it is the game when it is when the game is rigged.
That ain't the game fault.
Why Wells said we chose Diddy. When you were talking about choosing people, choosing actors, he said we chose Diddy.
You chose that baby boy. We had nothing to do with it.
I don't know how we chose Diddy.
Hey, we got
man
many comments. Buyers and sellers. That's my thing. Buyers and sellers, nigga. If I got something and a nigga want it, I'm selling it, and he wants to buy it. I've had niggas buy jackets off my back, and I'm like, dog, I'm not trying to sell my jacket. He's like, I pay for it. And I'm like, bro, I got it on. He say, so? He with his girl. I ain't never seen a man buy clothes off another man with his woman.
What the hell did he try to buy?
It was my jacket I had.
People do that. People have asked to back shoes.
He's trying to flex for his woman.
I don't know. He wanted my jacket. It was the last one. I'm like, bro, I didn't know. He's like, I'm a trigger.
Yeah. You run into people like that see shit that you got on and be like, yo, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
But not with my girl. Not with my girl. I ain't did this with my girl.
Oh no, that shit look kind of you really stunting now though, cause then you be like, well, boy, that's wild though, man. Cause you like, damn, I bought the shoes off his feet. Now I'm about to go home and wear them. Man, listen, you don't know what energy that man left in that shoe, and you about to try to walk a mile in. You can't walk a mile in my shoe, man. Don't do that, man. But yeah, that's a stunting shit.
Yeah, unified.
Yo, Wells said 95% of crypto traders get wrecked because they listen to news and not technical analysis. It's hard work. I try to get into that shit. It's too hard.
There you go right there. You heard? It's always an excuse. And somebody will always give an excuse why people are getting ripped the fuck off of being ignorant to the fact that they don't know what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? It's no different than a nigga showing up to a dice game that know how to shoot dice and he lose all his money, and the nigga on the sideline talking about, see, I told you don't know what you're doing. Man, come on, man. Stop fucking doing that, man. It's people, I told you, it's crazy. That's because I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That's the system keeping you a part of the system. I'm gonna tell you that it's your fault. I bet it is. Yeah, you see how much money he about to make off that shit? Stop it. Well, shout out to Wells, man. Shout out to Wells.
I ain't mad at him, but look, y'all niggas is funny, man. So I'm gonna say the same thing about stocks, right? Getting in, if you know what the fuck you're doing, you're gonna lose. You gotta go in and learn this shit. And if you willing to learn, you'll eat. You'll get something, you know what I mean, get some return. I had tough enough stand. I'm sticking with it. I'm doing all right now. I ain't dying. I ain't drowning no more. But again, this whole shit is a game. Like going to public school is a fucking game. Nigga,
I'm tired of playing though, cuz.
Podcasting, YouTubing, Rumble,
it's a game.
All this
We're
shit.
4 years in, nigga. Where the money at? Where's the fucking money?
We gotta keep going. The only way you lose is if you give up. Just like the only way you lose crypto is if you sell. The only way you lose is if you sell. Supposedly.
No, nigga, I done lost and I ain't so shit. So
you gotta hold. Don't sell.
No. The company.
I ain't made no. I done lost.
I done spent $600 on that shit. It's $5, boy. I don't know.
It's no different. Just hold. Just like my mama used to say, every time she hit the lottery, she was like, "Look, I got them." No, you didn't. Money got you. That's a little bit of the money you done gave them throughout the month.
Yeah, you gotta give it. It's a risk. It's all a risk, but you got to take the risk. Life is, if you ain't worth living, you ain't living if you ain't taking no risk. You know what I'm talking about? But it got to be calculated. I ain't calculated that $675.
Learn the technical analysis part.
You got to put your foot in though. Man, give me a takeaway. I'm gonna give me a takeaway. I'm gonna do a takeaway. We've been talking. If you got some land, do your own gardening. Eat some fruit. Unify, thrive. Take care of yourself. Read some motherfucking books. Love on yourself. Love on your neighbor. Gotta get your village together, because when shit gets spooky, them niggas right across the street might not like you, and you gonna need some friends. Mm-hmm. And if you ain't good in the crib, you might want to get good in the crib. Because if niggas outside don't like you, you ain't shit to people in the house like you.
Get your guns,
Unifying stuff.
get your food, take care of your family, take care of your house, and just learn, bro. Always keep learning, stay learning, learn about all these industries. Like there is a learning curve to everything, any industry, any type of business, any type of crypto, whatever it is. Yes, it does take. It is rare for winners. 1% is a small number compared to everyone else. But if you believe and you learn and educate, you can be 1%. But you got to believe it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, it's 99% motherfuckers failing, so I'm not even gonna try. The not trying part is like you gonna really set yourself up to be.
Just as bad.
Yeah, try.
It's
There's
just
nothing
as
wrong
bad.
with trying. You try, you
worse.
learn.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's worse not to try. I put it that way. That's my takeaway. You know what I'm saying?
But look, like Cuz said, man, if you ain't unified, I don't know what you're doing. Knock on your neighbor's door before he becomes your enemy, because you never know if you're going to need each other. I'm trying to tell you, get to know the people that's around you, because that's the worst thing to a situation to be in, a neighborhood where you're surrounded by people that don't like you because you didn't get to meet them, because you never know when you may need them or not. Like I said, it might get to a point where we're all growing food. Somebody got what you need down the street. I got what you need. You get what I'm saying? You got a neighborhood for a reason. That's going to be your main front. Hold it down. That's all I can say.
No, that's a bar. And on that note, Wells, shout out Wells. He said his last comment. It's not on YouTube, but it's on Rumble. I mean, not Rumble.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I see it on Restream. He says you can't make a baby if you never get your dick wet. That's
Wrong. You can't get that Bitcoin if you ain't buy nigga. You heard him. That's what he told you. And his granddaddy, he know. Hey, look, he was granddaddy. He knows how it is.
Man, hey, take that. Hey, look, that analogy was trash. Hey, no, Wills. Come on, man. Yeah, man. We'll get with you next week, Will.
Yeah. We gotta have him on. Maybe we'll have him on here. But yeah. Holla at y'all. Thank you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, comments, all the things. And boom, get the book. Get the book. Put the Amazon reviews. I appreciate y'all. We out.